Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Those NASCAR street race tickets, where you'll see the Black Keys as well, coming up in about 10 minutes in Clash with Kenzie. First sports right now, sponsored by the Marquee Network. Stream Cubs baseball at watchmarquee.com.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Perhaps you watched some of the Cubs games over the weekend. Man, it's really been a tailspin for the Cubs and the White Sox. I mean, we already knew where the Sox were, and the Cubs had this great start, but now they've lost 16 of their last 23. Shining moment was Saturday, and Shota Imanaga having a stellar game, but the Cubs haven't won a series since the White Sox mini-series, if you will. So that's the last time they won a series, which seems like it was a long-ass time ago.
It was.
It was a little bit ago. Yep. Giants at Wrigley tonight before the Phillies come to town. I believe the Phillies are still the best team in baseball by record.
It's either them or the Yankees, the best team in the National League.
Yeah, I got a bunch of family coming in from Philly for that game. For Wednesday's game, we'll be at the day game there. If you're going, look for some loud people around me.
I have a question. Are the Cubs playing the Giants or the Phillies on Wednesday?
Oh, Phillies will be Wednesday.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you want to double check that live on the air? Because you bought tickets thinking it was a Phillies game. I think they're playing the Giants.
Oh, you're right. My bad. The Phillies are coming in July 4th weekend when a different set of Philadelphians are coming to watch the game. Thank you for checking that for me.
I only bring that up because do you know what Wednesday is? Wednesday's a special day for Chicago sports.
Wednesday, Chicago sports. I can't think of it. Kenzie, do you know?
Nope.
Off the top of your head? No?
It's a red line doubleheader. You can catch the Cubs game in the afternoon and then take the red line down to the White Sox game that evening.
And I might do that with these out-of-town family. We might do that.
I hope so.
Yeah. And
Well, now that you're not going to the Phillies game.
Yeah, that's right. So they'll be playing the Astros, I believe, the White Sox, right?
Yes, they will.
So, White Sox lost the series to the D-backs. They lose 12-5 and are now 19-54. And as I said, Astros on the south side tonight. Caitlin Clark led the Indiana Fever past the Chicago Sky, 91-83, despite Angel Reese's double-double, and she also had a flagrant foul call. She's become Bill Lambier.
I don't think you mean that as a compliment.
Well, I liked Bill Lambier, even though he tried to kill Michael Jordan. I mean, listen. Bill Lambier is he was too early for his time. He could shoot threes, but he was also a monster. He knew how to flop. He knew how to club people at the right time. And that's what Angel Reese kind of looked like, clubbing Caitlin Clark's head off. This rivalry with the Chicago Sky and Fever is wild.
I think clubbing is underselling it. She punched Caitlin Clark in the face almost.
Yeah.
I was watching it live. I was appalled by what I saw.
Yeah, and then Angel Reese, after the game, said, I guess some people get that special whistle, meaning that it wasn't a bad foul. A flagrant foul she got called for. No, she took her head off.
She took her.
I mean, it was
Literally? Like she got decapitated?
Just about.
This should have been bigger.
Caitlin Clark is headless now. That's right. No. It's gone. Her head's gone. So they play again in Chicago. It seems like they play every week now.
There's only so many teams in the WNBA.
Right, but it's
I know, I'm like, what are they doing back here?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Sunday afternoon, I'm trying to get to that game still. Whereas I remember last time we checked, the worst seat in the house at Wintrust Arena was somewhere like $500. Which they should move that game to United Center, as we talked about, because they could move your boy Russ to Wintrust because his show isn't selling that well.
I don't think it's not selling. Okay, don't say that. Don't start spreading nasty rumors.
It's facts. We looked at the tickets. It could fit in Wintrust easy.
It could fit in Wintrust.
Do you think it's going to be a mad surge for tickets in the list week and it's going to sell 10,000 tickets?
Well, they're like storm the castle.
Brian, right now, $310 is the cheapest ticket to get into Sky versus Fever.
Bad.
I can't do that.
You'd do it if it was men.
That's not true.
Really? How much did you spend on the football game?
Well, that was different.
Oh, because it was men.
Well,
okay.
It was also football. Like this is football.
So if it was women's football, you'd spend $310 a ticket.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, obviously.
I believe you funded the Lingerie Football League for a number of years.
Oh, I kept them afloat.
Yeah, that's right. You were paying for their airtime on MTV2.
His name, they just had to Dad on their jersey.
The national anthem brought to you by Brian Haddad and Hooters.
That's right.
Title sponsor.
Bryson DeChambeau won the second U.S. Open. Rory McIlroy, I mentioned this because on the last putt, he missed a short one, and it made him go down a stroke, and then Bryson DeChambeau came in and won the tournament. Pretty compelling in the golf world there. Charles Barkley says he's going to retire from TV. This makes me really sad. Really sad. Now, obviously, there's a lot of controversy going on with where the NBA is going to end up. He's on TNT, and it's probably moving to NBC, but nothing's for sure yet, 100%. And so he said, either way, I'm done next year. I'll do one more year of NBA basketball TV. And he's the best announcer on TV because he doesn't care. He says anything he wants, doesn't care about repercussions, and he's funny as hell. And it's too bad. He's still young. Why are you leaving, bro?
Because he has enough money.
But, I mean, he had enough money 10 years ago.
Right now if I was a millionaire.
He could have retired 15 years ago. He had enough money then. He just kept doing it. I get what
he's doing, though. You want to leave when everyone's like, you're awesome. You don't want to leave when they're like, that's probably enough. You think he's getting senile?
No, he's great. He's still on top of his game. It really bums me out. Like, what are you going to do? Sit around?
You could apply for the job.
I will.
Yeah. Can we make a little reel? Of you, like, yelling about basketball?
Well, the problem is I can't. The thing, he can say anything because he has the FU money and he's had it forever. So he says anything on TV. And usually guys like that would get fired or suspended because it's Charles and it's endearing. And he's right most of the time that they keep him around. You would just
walk the line. You'd be like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I want this money, honey.
Well, right now I would.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. If I had comply, baby.
I would go right along, toe the company line. Finally, news broke over the weekend that Bill Belichick, former coach of the Patriots, is dating a 24-year-old former cheerleader named Jordan Hudson. He is 72 years old. She's 24, and they're in love. I mean, I got to believe it, right?
Oh, well, I'm sure it's his personality. It's big, larger than life. How could you not? It
just takes over a room.
We just fall into the trap when he talks. It's like, whoa, where am I?
You got to wonder what's going on there.
Well, you got to wonder what they talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for anybody falling in love and whatever you can do. It's so hard to find somebody.
I mean, they probably both know a lot of football players.
That's true. She's a former cheerleader.
They just go like, hey, you know so-and-so?
And she's
cool,
like, I
know him.
certainly do.
Yeah, they're like...
you won't believe what his house looks like.
Here was Gronk. People kind of forget about this. Gronk threw this shot at the Tom Brady roast to Bill Belichick.
Coach, you used to talk about Foxborough High School when we sucked. But now I know why you were so obsessed with Foxborough High School. You were scouting your new girlfriend.
Good job, Gronk.
She's probably even younger than that. It was more like preschool.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Oh, we'll get you on the phones for trivia in just a second here to compete for those NASCAR tickets. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. First, the audio of the day. Man on the street. Interview, asked a question. The answer is what you're looking for here as the focal point.
What's a bigger trap, marriage or having kids? I think having kids because you can't do the same stuff. At least with marriage, you guys can still smoke crack together. If you got kids, you can't. You got to like put that to the side or something like that.
Kenzie was walking back from the bathroom on this one. Kenzie, hear this audio of the day. Man on the street interview. Just here we go. That's the answer you're looking for.
What's a bigger trap, marriage or having kids? I think having kids because you can't do the same stuff. At least with marriage, you guys can still smoke crack together. If you got kids, you can't. You got to like put that to the side or something like that.
For 18 years, and then you got to get back on the horse.
Put that crack pipe aside. And,
damn kids.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. The second I had Marino, I'm like, well, there goes my crack days.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe how many crack pipes Kenzie gave me. It said, just hold on to these for me. I'll come back for them at the right time.
Amen. Keep them in a special box.
I got them in a safety deposit box at PNC Bank right now, waiting for Kenzie.
Amen.
Kenzie going like, hey, how about those crack pipes?
Once this baby can walk.
Crack a day.
Keeps the doctor away.
All right, 312-591-8300. Check in right now. How about this for trivia today? The winner gets 2 tickets to the NASCAR Chicago Street Race Weekend. The weekend. So you got Saturday, July 6th and Sunday, July 7th for the race. NASCARChicago.com has all the info. And you will see the Black Keys on that Saturday night. They're performing. Well, several other artists recording, but the Black Keys canceling their entire tour, but this is the only place they're performing. And you can see them if you beat Kenzie in trivia. Call now to compete. 312-591-8300.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
And Klash with Kenzie, sponsored by the Schaumburg Boomers.
Feel the boom.
For tickets, visit boomersbaseball.com and competing for the NASCAR Chicago Street Race Weekend. This is epic. Only a few weeks away now, July 4th weekend with the race downtown. And the Black Keys will be performing, among others, so you'll see that. Is Dan, checking in from Crown Point. Dan, tell us something really quick about yourself.
I'm Dan. I'm from Crown Point, and I own a coffee shop.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's go.
Where is it?
Is it called Let's Go Coffee?
It's called Big B Coffee. We're from Michigan, but I'm in Indiana.
So wait, hold on. Is the coffee shop in Michigan or Indiana?
No, I'm in Indiana, but
Yeah.
we're from Michigan. Michigan's our home.
Okay.
Motherland.
But the coffee shop is in Indiana.
No, the coffee
That's
shop's in
correct.
Michigan. Oh, no, it isn't Indiana.
See, I got it
Shut
now.
the hell up.
Yeah,
Okay. Don't interrupt with misinformation. No one asked you.
And what's it called again?
It's called Big B Coffee.
Big B?
Okay, wait. I have a question for you. You're in Crown Point. Is that where the coffee shop is?
That's correct.
I am so coming on Sunday because I'm in Crown Point, Indiana on Sunday, and I'm going to stop by.
Let's go. I'm in Crown Point.
Let's get it.
Oh, what are you doing in Crown Point?
Bridal shower.
Oh.
I'll be hauling some gifts, and I would love some coffee.
Going over the border with those gifts, too.
Amen.
It stopped at the border.
my
Yes, sir.
passport. I'm gonna need some coffee because then I'm picking up my son and then I'm dropping him off in Chicago. We're doing a kids switch with my husband. I'm taking the baby home. They're going to the Ryan Sandberg game. I'm gonna need coffee. Listen, I am transporting people all day and going to a bridal shower.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
You buy me some fireworks?
No, I'm not gonna eat fireworks.
Please.
I am slammed that day.
Come on. I'll double it, whatever you want.
Listen, Dan, if you could bring the fireworks to the coffee shop, I'll pick them up.
You got that, Dan?
I'll bring the fireworks.
There
Okay,
you
so
go.
here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to Shelton Fireworks, and you're gonna buy give me every package. I want the stuff that looks like a full on show.
You want a dragon?
Yeah, bring that to the shop. Kenzie's gonna pick that up for me. Get some coffee.
Get ready to bust out your ice. I like it cold. I like the coffee cold.
The problem is Kenzie's gonna get to this bridal shower with all these fireworks. You know she's gonna use them.
That's right.
I hate fireworks.
Yeah.
I don't like the big booms. I don't like balloons either when they pop, so it's not going to
Wow.
happen. Don't worry.
Whew, fireworks are safe and secure.
What may happen is I may get in a car accident, though, because I'm a horrible driver. That's very possible.
And then it blows up like a
Yeah,
fireworks
I'm
show.
gonna suck.
Okay, this could be a bad idea.
I know.
Oh, man, Kenzie's Jeep just explodes.
I'm going to be so mad.
But people are stopping and waving like American flags right by her car.
I'm
Like her
not here
car's
on
burning.
Monday. It's because Brian's fireworks blew me up.
Check it out, a little pre-4th of July fireworks. Look at that Jeep go.
I also just have to say, before you flip the coin, Dan, people on the text line are checking in. They love your coffee shop.
No one knows how to
Yeah, let's go.
No one knows how to spell it, though. How do you spell Big B? Because everyone's saying something different.
Biggbby.
Biggbby?
That's right.
Well, that
No.
spelling, that hasn't come in, that spelling.
Not one person has spelled it like that. That is interesting.
All right,
I'll be there.
Let's get to the game. First one, the 5 wins. Listen carefully. Dan, if you get one wrong, Kenzie can steal a point. You get the same to her. Call heads or tails, Dan.
Heads.
It is heads.
Let's go.
Let's go. Here we go. Question number one. Question number one, Dan from Crown Point, Big B Coffee. Which pasta shape is named after a popular men's fashion accessory?
Bow tie.
Bow tie is right.
Let's
Dan.
go!
Oh.
All right. Kenzie,
Yeah.
what disease was commonly spread on pirate ships?
Probably a lot.
Probably heard.
But I think you're looking for scurvy.
I am looking for scurvy.
A lack of vitamin C,
Would have-
ironically.
Would have accepted herpes, chlamydia,
I think there's a couple others.
probably cancer.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
good Lord. Tough times at sea.
Think about that when you're on that boat. All the other guys, that's all you're on this, and no doctor, no modern health care. Had to
You
be rough.
gave me scabies.
I like this guy.
I do too.
1-1 back to Dan.
I'm a Dan fan.
Dan, what is the tallest type of tree?
Tallest type of tree. Is that a redwood tree?
It is a redwood tree, Dan. Good job.
Let's go.
I gotta be honest, you really should have named your coffee shop.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see. It's back to Kenzie.
That's right.
What 3-letter word describes a state of calm?
Zen?
Zen is right.
Okay.
2-2.
Ooh, I feel like I'm doing a crossword.
Dan, Simone Biles is famous for her skill in what sport?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Let's go.
Go.
Back to Kenzie.
Yeah.
Kenzie, by letter count, what is the longest month of the year? By letter count.
Like, you mean spelling? Is that what you were trying to
The
say?
the letter count of the month.
We're going to count all the letters in all the months. How
Well,
long
you don't
do
have
I
that much time. You don't have much time.
How
I guess.
long do I have to answer it?
You have 5 seconds.
Probably January.
It's not January.
Because, that's how you just sound it out.
Dan, do you know? Well,
Don't, he's counting.
September.
it is September's right. He's got
Let's
4.
go.
I got bad news for you, Kenzie.
No, it's good news. I've never wanted someone to beat me so bad in my entire life.
Dana's up 4-2. It's back to Dan. The roof is going to blow off this place if Dan gets a correct answer here.
All those fireworks he got for me at Shelton Fireworks. His coffee's going to be spraying in the air.
We're going to hear the boom from Crown Point.
Kenzie's Jeep will be on fire. All those.
Let's go.
All right,
Oh, God.
Dan, on The Bachelor, The Bachelor gives what flower to contestants who advance to the...
Roses, let's go. Let's go.
You are going. You want tickets.
Dan, you are going to the NASCAR Chicago Street Race Weekend, July 6th and 7th. And
my God.
You're going to see the Black Keys, among others, that weekend. You got a whole weekend set for July 4th weekend. That's a massive prize, buddy.
Let's go.
Oh, my God.
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Oh, best winner ever. All right. Well, remember, tomorrow and all week, we'll have those tickets right around this time. Make sure you get here at 7:10 to get on the phones to compete like Dan did. Got on early. So 7:10 for your next chance tomorrow at those NASCAR tickets, and you'll see the Black Keys.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.